Ayun, so hello everyone. Isa na naman Kung Fu movie review ang aking ihatid ngayon dito sa channel na to. So, sa mga naninibago, if walang Viva Max movie or series na i-release sa araw tuwing may i-review akong Viva Max na series or movie, naghahanap akong alternatibo. And kadalasan kung movie siya. Pero next week, re-reviewin natin ang The Cheating Game ni Julian San Jose. Pero for now, let's review Fist of Fury. Yan. So for more of your Kung Fu martial arts review, sana po pakilike dito nyo ang video na to. And para mapunta tayo sa For You section ng YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Ayun. So we are reviewing Fist of Fury starring Bruce Lee. Si Bruce Lee ay gumaganap sa character na Chen. Tapos siya ay isang vengeful fighter. So basically, the Fist of Fury movie is a revenge story kasi yung kanyang master na si Hua ay napatay. And allegedly pneumonia siya. Si Hua ay isang teacher ng martial arts at ang kanyang best student ay si Chen. And when Chen arrived, yun nga, grieving siya. But yung mga estudyante ni Hua is really standby. Because they believed on the premise that martial arts is only used for defense. Or they're more of like pacifist talaga. Yun yung mentality nila. Pacifist mentality. And nagkaroon tuloy ng justice on your own hands. O yung dating ni Bruce Lee dito. So Bruce Lee or Chen, siya yung nagsagawa ng investigation towards the death of his master. And one can only think na he is going to blame the Chinese. It happened when the Chinese, with their interpreter si Wu, barged right into the funeral of Hua dito sa Fist of Fury movie and declared that the school is, or the whole country of China, I think, is as the sick man of Asia. Ayun. Japanese supremacy yung parang pinapakita ng mga kontrabida dito. Furious, see what I did there? Si Chen, sinuli niya yung sign declaring that the school or China itself is the sick man of Asia sa isa sa mga dojo ng mga Japanese, and he fends off them. Tapos pinakain niya yung sign sa mga dalawang estudyante ng Japanese dojo. So yung mga gulo na nilikha ni Chen tulad nung dito and the racism kasi tinuring siyang aso, parang no dogs and Chinese allowed, tapos yung mga aso pinapayagan pa rin. So yeah, there's like racism in this movie based on yung mga portrayal, and napasok sa gulo. Maraming naaway si Chen to the point na na-pressure yung eskwelahan na isurrender siya or else isasara yung eskwelahan ni Hua. So yung kanilang plano is for Chen to leave to Shanghai, pero upon the middle of the night nalaman ni Chen ang totoo, and yung caretaker ng school saka yung chef is half Japanese, and they apparently poisoned Hua. So yung it all leads up, there's a romantic moment between Chen and his fiance sa sementeryo kung saan nakalibing kanyang master, and to the point na ayun, nalaman niya na ang mastermind upon killing yung caretaker sa si Tian, saka pinatay niya rin ata yung si Wu, is Suzuki, which is heading the Jingwu school. And Chen actually barges right into the Jingwu school. Inatake niya yung mga estudyante and yung mga henchmen doon, and he manages to kill off Suzuki and the rest ng mga top tier talents sa Jingwu. Pero may kabayaran din because Jingwu actually has something else in their hands, something else in their mind, and while Chen is attacking the Jingwu school, Jingwu students also assaulted the Hua school, killing off most of its students. Now, yung Japanese embassy dito, they set out a warrant for Chen for the crimes of murder. And ang dating dito is the racism ng mga foreign supremacists got a bit out of hand, and yung mga estudyante ng eskwela ni Wad realized that Chen was right all along, that they should have defended the honor of the school. Pero late na lahat, Chen arriving sees all of his comrades dead, most of the comrades dead, decides to surrender to the Japanese. And upon on the word na lulubayan ng eskwelahan. And then upon his surrender, he saw Westerners, hindi lang mga Hapon, mga Westerners pointing gun, and Chen realizes this is like a betrayal siguro, and decides to strike them. And the movie cuts to that one frame with gunshots heard, and this is assumed that Chen died when he struck down yung mga huhuli sa kanya. And that is Fist of Fury. Yes, this is a 1972 film, so it's really tough to watch upon in this era. Yung mga martial arts dito nga, it's crisp action. Sloppy but crisp. Ang mga paborito kong eksena dito is when Chen uses the nunchucks against the Japanese dojo, yung mga estudyante, and he just one-shots each and every one of the Japanese students using the nunchucks. Yung best fight dito is apparently on the Suzuki, and on this guy on the thumbnail. I forgot his name, yung kulot na to. Yeah, that's one of the best fights. It was really, yung mga fights dito, they're really drawn out. But they're really crispy and typical Bruce Lee style. There are yung mga style ni Bruce Lee, yung may mga hand motions. And it was apparent here. There was a scene where Bruce Lee's hand was being traced and the likes. Plot point, yeah, plot wise, this is just your typical revenge campaign ng isang furious student grieving over the death of his master, pero yung kanyang soft side, meron siyang love interest, yung mga pero nakita natin yung romantic side ni Bruce Lee dito. And yeah, Fist of Fury, I recommend to watch it. Crispy action, solid story. But pero yung mga scenes na walang fight, I think it just drags down. Like may mga portions dito na nag-uusap lang yung mga tao, and it really took long. Like it diverts attention away from me. And yes, that is my review of Fist of Fury from Bruce Lee. Let me know siguro ano yung naisip nyo sa pelikula na to. Next week, re-review natin yung The Cheating Game ni Julian San Jose sa ni Raver. Yeah, we're doing Filipino next week. And yeah, this is your boy, God Gamer Harriet. Goodbye and good night. Bang!